Greetings everyone, thank you for coming to my channel. In this video you'll be learning about interrogative pronouns. So for starters, interrogative pronouns are pronouns that are used to ask questions. The answer to the question is always a noun, a person, place, or thing. Our interrogative pronouns are who, whom, what, which, and whose. Who is used as a subject and it's used when we want info about a person. Subjects do the action. To test if who is being used correctly, replace it with other subject pronouns such as he, she, or they. And there will be examples in the next slides. Okay, so for example 1, our question says, who is coming to my birthday party? So we used who to ask the question, so that means we're referring to a person or people. So our answer says they are coming to my birthday party. So as you can see, the who is they, because remember I said if you want to know if you use who correctly, replace it with he, she, or they. So we replaced it with they. And they are also the subject because they are doing the action. They are coming to my birthday party. So example 2 says, who took my phone? So we use who, so we have to be talking about a person or people. So our answer says, she took my phone. So remember, if we're trying to check if we used who correctly, we replace it with he, she, or they. So as you can see in the answer, the who is she, and she is also the subject because she is doing the action. She took my phone. So our question in example 3 says, who is at my door? So we used who, so we have to be talking about a person or people. Our answer says he is at my door. So as you can see, our who is he, because remember to check if you use who correctly, you replace it with he, she, or they. So he makes sense in this sentence. And he is also the subject because he is doing the action. He is at my door. Whom is used as an object, and it's also used when we want info about a person. Objects receive the action. To test if whom is being used correctly, replace it with other object pronouns such as him, her, or them. And there will be examples in the next slides. So our question for example 1 says, whom did you invite to the party? So the whom has to be a him, her, or them, and the whom also has to be an object. So as you can see, our answer says I invited him. The whom is him, and the object is also him because him is being invited. Him is the recipient of the action. So our question for example 2 says, whom did you speak with? So in our answer, the whom has to be a her, a him, or a they, and the whom also has to be an object, the recipient of the action. So our answer says I spoke with her. As you can see, the whom is her because her is receiving the action. Her is the person that was spoken with. Our question for example 3 says, whom should I choose to host the event? So the whom has to be a her, him, or they, and the whom also has to be receiving the action since it's an object. So our answer says I should choose him. And as you can see, him is the object and is receiving the action. Next we have what, and what is used when we want to ask questions pertaining to general info or things. So our question for example 1 says, what is your name? So when we answer this question, the what has to be general info or things. So the answer says, my name is Shania. So the what in this case is my name, Shania, and that's general info. Our question for example 2 says, what time will you be at the event? So being that we use what to ask the question, the answer has to be general info or things. So our answer says I will be at the event at noon. So as you can see, we use what correctly because our answer to this question is general info. Our question for example 3 says, what is the problem? So being that we use the word what to ask this question, that means our answer has to be general info or things. So our answer says the problem is your attitude. So as you can see, our answer to this question, which is your attitude, is general info or things. So this makes sense. Next we have which, and which is used when asking about a selection or choice. So our question, for example, 1 says, which holiday is your favorite? So as you can see, we have multiple holidays to pick from. And that's why we use which, because we're talking about a selection or choice. So our answer is, Christmas is my favorite holiday. So I originally had 3 examples for which, but I guess my slideshow is doing whatever it wants to do today, so I only have 2 examples right now. So our question in example 2 says, which table would you like to sit at? So as we discussed, which is used when we're talking about a selection or choice. And as you can see in this question, there are multiple tables for us to choose from, and that's why we used which. So our answer says, I'd like to sit at the table in the corner. So as you can see, we're talking about a specific table. And since my 3rd example got deleted out the slide somehow, I guess I'll just make up one. So let's see the question. Let's do, which car are you driving today? So we're talking about a selection or choice. So our answer would be, I'm driving the red car today. Not the blue car, not the pink car. I'm driving the red car today. Next we have whose, and whose is used when asking about possession or ownership. Whose can be used when talking about people or things. So our question, for example 1 says, whose car is in my yard? So as you can see, we're talking about possession or ownership because the car belongs to someone. We're asking who the car belongs to. So the answer to this question has to involve possession or ownership because we're asking who the car belongs to. So the answer says, his car is in my yard. The car is his. Our question in example 2 says, whose books are these on the floor? So our answer to this question has to involve possession or ownership because we use whose. We're wondering whose books are on the floor. So our answer says, her books are on the floor. The books belong to her. Our question for example 3 says, whose dog is barking? So the dog belongs to someone. We just want to know whose dog it is. Well, whose dog is barking, to be more specific. Our answer says, his dog is barking. The dog belongs to him. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you found value in this video. If you did find value in this video, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, or all of the above, and I'll see you next time.